Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the first real installment of Let's Play-ish Sonic the Hedgehog, the comic. It's early 1993, and a marketing blitz is on the horizon. Archie Comics, one of the oldest comic book publishers and renowned for its family-friendly humor titles, is approached by Sega to publish the Sonic the Hedgehog comic. The Comics Foundation would be a mashup of the two cartoon series that would debut later that year. The supporting cast and general setting would take their cue from the darker-themed Sonic the Hedgehog series, or SAT-AM as it's been dubbed by the fandom. The book's overall tone, however, initially followed the slapstick humor of the sister series, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. The Badnik trio that made up the super special Sonic Seek and Smash Squad, Scratch, Grounder, and Coconuts, showed up to antagonize our heroes. Unlike either cartoon series, however, Robotnik would also call upon many of his Genesis-era Badniks. The comic starts us off on the planet Mobius, which has been conquered by the evil genius Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Yep, no Eggman in the mix yet. Robotnik rules the pollution-spewing city of Robotropolis and enslaves his captives through a device called the Roboticizer. Fuzzy animal people go in, mindless worker robots come out. The only thing standing between him and total world domination is a small band of kids pulling off raids from the Great Forest and their secret village of Knothole. The team is led by Princess Sally Acorn, the rightful ruler of the city and tactical core of the Freedom Fighters. Mechanical support comes from Rotor the Walrus, who was initially referred to by his nickname, Boomer. Antoine de Culiet is a royal soldier in training and smitten with the princess. He'd be competent if not tripped up by his broken English and crippling cowardice. Oh, and there's some guys named Sonic and Tails there too. I don't know, they might be important. This period of the comic is filled with the first appearances, which is kind of obvious, I guess. 3 issues into the series, Sonic comes to the aid of a young girl rabbit who's in danger of being roboticized. He arrives a moment too late, and the girl is half transformed. This is Bunny Rabbit, and she turns her mechanical deformity into a blessing by being one of the strongest freedom fighters. Super Sonic debuts not long after to face the invincible Universalamander, a big farkin' lizard. This massive monster would show up only one other time, in a long-lost script reproduced and finished for the Sonic Archive series. It would also take a fair bit of time before Robotnik's simpering nephew, Snively, first showed his face, but he would become a long-standing member of the cast. This era introduced Evil Sonic and his parallel world where the Freedom Fighters were the oppressors and Dr. Robotnik was a kindly vet. From there, the concept of the multiverse was expounded upon, introducing us to ideas of multiple realities, multiple Sonics, and multiple Robotniks. This would come back to affect the book years down the line. Sonic's original rival, the new Pokemon on the block with the buff chest, with the smart fist and the ruggedness. Sorry. Knuckles shows up in issue number 13. Nicole, the sentient AI, handheld computer, and advisor to Sally, would arrive from the future not long after, followed shortly by Sonic's rival in love, Jeffrey St. John of the Rebel Underground. Actually, I've heard the proper pronunciation of his last name is Xinjin, but I can't say that without sounding like an idiot, so we're just going to call him Jeffrey. This period also featured the first death cheats for both Sonic and Robotnik. Sonic was hit by strange energies during an explosion, rendering him ghost-like. Without any remains or abilities to contact the rest of the world, he was presumed dead. He got better. Robotnik, meanwhile, fell victim to his own creation, the exceptionally versatile Evolvenoids, or EVE. Atomized, he was rescued by a future version of himself. What's special about this case of bait-and-switch, though, is that it directly affects the future of the book. This period ends with Sonic the Hedgehog number 25 and the Sonic CD adaptation. Metal Sonic and Amy Rose debut as fan-favorite Patrick Spazzanate renders the story in previously unseen detail. It also has a spiffy, shiny cover. This time for the comic was mostly loose continuity, sight gags, and parodies of other comics. But while there was little forward momentum on the part of the narrative, there was massive amounts of groundwork laid. The players are set, the world presented, and nowhere to go but up. Next time we'll look at the book's transition into the more story-driven style that'll carry it on for years to come. New heroes emerge, traitors are revealed, and we get the big showdown between Sonic and Robotnik. All of this and more has been beautifully restored in the Sonic Archive's mini-graphic novel series. This has been El Pato Grande with Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog, the comic. Thanks for watching.